team is on the field to move this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. And the Rebels come up to the line in the hurry-up. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. On the move now. Caught in the flat by the running back. He's swarmed by the defense. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. To throw, it's O'Neal. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. And the Rebels will try to keep this drive moving. They'll hand it off. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Rebels.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here's the handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On the run here, lets it go. And the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble to his left.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
The shotgun handoff here. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. He'll throw it now. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He escapes the pocket. He's brought down, but good for a first and goal at the 4.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's third down, but they let the quarter
fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Some hard running there through a tackle. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense. It puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it, and instead they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
Well, it's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field. It's O'Neal. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a receiver. He lets it rip. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Rebels pick up enough for a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Delayed handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. With the catch, it's Baker. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. On the run, he'll let it go. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the big gain wiped away by the penalty, and the offense moving backwards. 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. On the move now. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down. And the Rebels looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Okay, here they go. Big 1st down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception. And
that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? It's a shotgun run call. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Here we go. It's 4th down and long from the 42. A chance for the defense to make a stop and take over in plus territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Defense is coming after him. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get it tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Spinning out of the tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Bringing pressure. He finds some space. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Caught behind the line. It's Baker. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. He's got got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few in the play. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
1st and goal, handoff. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
PAT to tie things as we head into the break. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's O'Neal. Looks right, lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to get us going in the second half. that LSU offense back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. The ball is loose in the backfield. The offense recovers it. They maintain possession but lose a bunch of yards. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, it's a big stop here by this defense. Tie game, just getting into the second half. Made some good adjustments, good awareness there on that 3rd down play. And now it sets up a 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Baker. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. 1st down at the 48. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw.
And the ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back has it on a screen now. He shreds the tackle. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. The shotgun running play call. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Running play called on 3rd and short. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Here we go, 3rd and short in the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. On a pass rush, gets home.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking downfield near the end zone. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Moves out of the pocket.
Ball carried by a quarterback. They go backwards on the play. 4th down coming up.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Press coverage now from these DBs. Takes the handoff. It's Wolf. Has the first down and more. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Tied up here in the 3rd quarter. These 2nd down and long plays become important as they try to avoid 3rd and long. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11.
Gain of
First down here for this offense. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They call the counter run here. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his...
Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score LSU 28.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Scanning the field. It's O'Neal. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. And here's the handoff. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. On the move now. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Rebels looking to run some tempo here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Rebels trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Receiver in motion now. It's a quick grab. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They connect for 6. That's a highlight play for that quarterback. Sands in the pocket, delivers a strike even though he knows he's going to get pounded.
Yeah, for young quarterbacks, when coaches talk about pocket presence, this is exactly what they're talking about. He stood in there and made that throw, not worrying at all about taking the hit.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The first real speed bump of this impressive run. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Same tailback, another carry. Going toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. quick throw to the left. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you.
Here he goes. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
Caught over the middle. It's Davis. Touchdown, Rebels. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for two to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To the air, it's O'Neal. Moves out of the pocket. And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. First play of the drive now from the 25. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And it's a direct snap. No!